Hi, and welcome back to the Inspired Method Marketing YouTube channel, the Edmonton Business Coach, the place to come to get advice for your business. So today we're going to be talking about committing to working on your business. My name's Karen, and this is my husband, Trevor.
Hi there.
And today we're going to share a quote from Thomas Edison, and he says, "We often miss opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and looks like hard work."
That's so true.
Yeah, I just did the dishes right before I came in and did these videos in the business place because that's what it takes. So only about 1 in 3 small businesses get to the 10-year mark and live to tell the tale. That's really sad.
Yeah, it's very bleak. That's why we're here. That's why we want to help you. That's why we are the Edmonton Business Coach Connection here on YouTube. And you guys can always reach out to us at any time and we can give you a free consultation. But the story to frame our topic today is some people get started in their business thinking that they can start off only working 35 to 40 hours a week and still survive. It takes a huge commitment if you want to beat the odds at business.
It sure does. So, do you want me to ask you a first question?
Well, Karen, what is the difference between working in your business and working on your business?
Well, obviously working in your business is doing the tasks. I guess that would kind of be the dishes that I described earlier, but that's really not what we do in our business here. But working in your business is doing the things that have the menial, whatever that word is, doing those tasks that you may not necessarily want to do, but they have to get done, so you're working in it. You know, if you're in accounting, you're doing the numbers, you're balancing the balance sheets. That's working in the business. But we want to talk about working on your business because that's kind of the overall picture, the big picture of your business, not just the little cogs that go into the business, but how to generate more business for your business. So that's working on it. So things like picking up that heavy phone, making the calls to the people they could be your, ideal buyers, developing relationships with other businesses, networking, just all these things that take you from just working, in your business and focusing inward and looking more outward on how you can grow that business.
Yeah. So, Karen, what are some of the ways that a business owner can work on their business?
So like I mentioned, definitely picking up that phone and, first of all, back up a step, make a list of people that you know, maybe some even that you don't know. You're going to have to make the list big. And just start calling them and letting them know, especially if you don't know them, if they're a really cold call, you've got to actually connect with people and, let them know who you are. So bringing in that awareness. So that's working on your business, really giving yourself that megaphone and shouting it out to everybody around you. This is what I do. This is how I can help you help solve a problem in your business. That's what we do as Edmonton Business Coaches. We help other businesses get clients in their door, and in turn we get clients in our door. So that's one way, is on the phone, emailing, going to networking events. I don't know if there's anything else that you can...
Yeah, some other things that are really important for business owners to focus on is creating their schedule, creating a weekly repeatable schedule that they can live off of and schedule their time accordingly. Other things are thinking about the systems, the processes that need to take place within your business, like how do we answer the phone in our business?
Oh, yeah.
How do we make phone calls in our business? Coming up with those checklists and those templates that help us make businesses run smoothly so that when you are no longer the one who has to do all those things, you could put anybody in that position and they're able to do it competently and repetitively. Yeah. So you never are stuck being the only person who knows how to do something.
Yeah, that's so true.
So how many days a week should entrepreneurs work?
I'm going to say 6. The world was created in 6 days and there was a 7th day of rest. That's kind of the model that we do is, we work 6 days a week, and on that 7th day we rest. We do, leisurely things, recreational things with the family, things that we don't get to always things we don't always have time for during the week. So 6 days, I would not work less, because you want to take advantage of especially when you're first starting out, is just getting that momentum up and then getting it to be a well-moving, like a machine, just oiled and always stuff going in and producing the results that you want. You really have to work a lot of hours to get that done.
Yeah, and if you think about it this way, if your competitors are only working 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, and you're working 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, you're just gonna outperform them and beat them just by being persistent and putting in the time, right? You can't get there. Eventually, when you are more successful, you've got systems, processes, and you've been in business, let's say, for a dozen years, you can slow down and you can do less hours in a week. But for the first while, you got to commit to that 6 days a week, because that's what's going to help you to win. And anybody who says otherwise is lying to you. And the whole myth of life-work balance is a myth. It's a lie. It's something that's created by people who are broke and want you to be broke too.
Yeah, it's not real. It's an illusion.
Yeah.
So why 6 days? Oh, so you already kind of said why 6 days and not 5 or 7.
Yeah.
What's the importance of setting boundaries for your time?
Aha. Because if you, if somebody has nothing to do with their time, they will waste yours, right? There's always people out there who will be more than happy to waste your time. More than happy to say, oh, hey, bud, let's go hang out and, have some brews or whatever. And you're like, dude, I'm working. Sorry, I can't do that. It's time for me to do work, and I'm here to build a business, right? So you have to have boundaries of time when you are working, and you also have to make those set boundaries of when you are not working. Like us, we work the 6 days, but the 7th day, we don't do any of that work. Yeah. It's a principle that has been used for thousands of years, and we just feel it works, right? We use that principle because it works. Yeah. So that's what you have to do. You have to set boundaries around who can, be in that schedule, be in your time, and the people who need to be out, right? Because there's always someone there who will try and drag you down and bring you down to the mediocre, regular worker bee level, and just say, oh man, you're working too hard. You're going too hard, man. You need to relax. You need to slow down. You need to enjoy life. You only live once. YOLO. You only YOLO once, man. And you're like, yeah, exactly. Okay, but I'm going to live right now like no one else, so later I can live like no one else.
Yep.
Yeah. So next question, Karen. How do distractions harm productivity?
Well, they stop you from producing. If you are working, so here's an example. You're maybe a writer. I've had to do this myself. You want to find a place to go and get those creative juices going. So the best way to do that is to actually find a separate place that you can close the door, you have your glass of water on the desk, and you just start letting the writing come out. You just let it flow out of you. Don't correct the mistakes you've made, just write. Get that out on paper. And that water on your desk is actually there to remind you that unless the house is burning down, you are not being distracted. You're not letting anyone come in that room unless there's an emergency. So it just helps you to stay in that momentum, get the momentum going, and then stay in that creative space. That's one example, but obviously you could have, if you're doing something on the computer, you want to shut off the notifications on your phone, maybe some of them on the desktop as well, just so that your mind stays focused and in the task that you're doing.
Yeah, it takes an average of 23 minutes to get back into focused work once you're distracted. So your cell phone is making you dumb. Put it down. Turn notifications off. Put it in another room if you're going to do focused work. Yeah. Just my opinion. So now, Karen, how does having a repeatable weekly schedule help business owners get things done?
Well, think of the idea of if it's not broken, you don't need to fix it. So if you found something that works, a schedule that works for you that you can plug into, make your own schedule, obviously, figure out what works and repeat that. It's as simple as that. Mm-hmm. Every Monday you're going to do whatever, like maybe it's a staff meeting in the morning, afternoon, whatever it is. Just stick to that schedule. And then also for your clients, if you're meeting with them, or your job sites or whatever it is that you do, you just stick to that schedule so that it's predictable, it's routine. You get your mindset in the right space because you know that's what you're doing at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can actually step away as an owner as well, and other people can run that schedule
Mm-hmm.
for you as easily.
Yeah, like if you think about it, the most successful people in the world, they run on a schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you know the guidelines and you know the things that you have to do in a day and you get them done, it feels better, and you're not kind of going willy-nilly wondering what you should be doing when there's always something there on your schedule, on your plan that you must be doing in order to move forward. So it's just a better way to live. That's including your early morning time, your workout time, your family time, like all of these things. If you have it in a schedule and you write it down, then you're more likely going to get it done.
Yes.
All right. So we kind of answered the next one. Do most successful people follow a strict schedule? They do.
They do. Yeah.
You think about, Steve Jobs and, Elon Musk and these other, highly successful people. They have a strict schedule that they keep, mm-hmm. because otherwise their time get wasted. They won't be as productive as they would like to be, and they're just not going to reach the goals and targets that they have for themselves.
Yeah.
So Karen, what if I don't want to follow a schedule because I like to have more flexibility and freedom? I'm one of these people who likes to just float around, make my own schedule, just go day by day.
That's so nice. But if you want to grow your business, you're going to have
Mm-hmm.
to stick to that schedule. You're going to have to maximize your hours in the day. We all have the same amount of hours. But if you're just kind of loosey-goosey and going with the flow, you actually lose time that you could be productive. I think of it this way. You set that time schedule and keep it strict. If you start at 7 in the morning and you finish at 6 at night or whatever, those are your hours of work. And then when you leave it, you're done it. There's nothing that's going to bring you back to do that work. You're going to put that schedule away, and you're going to move on to your personal schedule, which would be probably a little more flexible, I would hope. You just want to keep them separate so you're not feeling guilty in either space. You're doing what needs to be done to grow your business, because that is the only way it's going to grow, is if you're consistent and staying within those boundaries of work hours, and just the productivity hours is going to help you get further and faster and farther down the road, right? In your business.
You bet. Huge. So if you want to get started today, revolutionizing your business, getting started with creating that predictable schedule and working on your business as opposed to just in your business, then you need to call us. Get in contact with us at inspiredmethod.com. We are the Edmonton Business Coach, the one with the most, and we love you guys, and we'll see you next time.